Let's get into some action from week 2 so far. Of course, we do have 2 Monday night games going on tonight. Let's start in Denver, though. The Broncos moved to 0-2 after losing to the Commanders. There's a stat here from Sean Payton. His teams were 72-0, including the playoff when they had a lead that was at least 18 points or more. Well, that ended after yesterday. They had a 21-3 lead, and Russell Wilson did not play well to win that game. And he kind of blasted his quarterback after the game, saying there were a number of drives where we were late with personnel getting out of the huddle. We took a while. This has to change. So I guess it wasn't just a Nathaniel Hackett problem. It's a Russell Wilson problem.
I continue to say it. Sean Payton's going to murder Russell Wilson. And this is the second week in a row. After halftime, he turned into a pumpkin. No meaningful drives. Don't give me a Hail Mary. I don't care. I'm not religious. I'm sorry. This is a Russell Wilson problem. And I'm pretty sure Peyton is going to kill him.
Yeah, I'm on the new bandwagon, and I just think that Russell, don't let him cook. He is cooked. He's done.
Seattle knew what they were doing, Rico. They had 2
did.
chances to pay him, and they said, nah, man, nah.
Because I did think it was a Hackett. I'm like, oh, man, all right. When you get a real coach in there, and I'm not seeing any different, and I don't think – you're right. I don't think Peyton wants him there, but he's kind of stuck with him.
Let's go to the Bills-Bengals game. Yesterday, entering Sunday, Lamar Jackson had been held to 1 or no touchdown passes in 9 of his past 10 games. Well, he threw 2 touchdown passes in yesterday's game, but I think the bigger story from the game is the Cincinnati Bengals. They are now 0-2 for the second year in a row, but here's the difference this year. Joe Burrow told the reporters after the game that he tweaked his injury, his calf injury, during the game. So, yes, they're 0-2 just like last year, but with his injury, what happens to the Bengals now?
See, I think for the Bengals, they probably should have did what the Chiefs did for Kelsey and said, we're thinking long-term, and let's just sit Burrow for the first couple of weeks. Let's really let him rest up because we don't need him for the first 2 weeks. We've won being 0-2. We need him for the playoffs. We need him for a Super Bowl run. And now if he's injured and he's out, you know what? Maybe I don't think the Bengals will be what they thought that they were going to be this year. I don't think they're going to be that threat to Kansas City if he's out for a long term.
They have the Rams.
I think the other thing, too, fellas, we can put it all on Burrow if you like. His longest completion as of the middle of the third quarter yesterday was 12 yards for the year. 6 quarters of Joe Burrow, and the longest pass he completed was 12 yards. The other problem, they lost both safeties off that defense, including Jesse Bates, and they can't stop a soul.
So, Lions fans, you're going to get a huge dose of Pichon Robinson on Sunday. He already is second in the NFL in rushing at 180, had 172 yards of offense on Sunday alone. And he is top 5 in scrimmage yards, 255. Is he already a top 5 back, maybe the best back in the NFL?
Yes.
Yeah. This year? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I look at him, and I would say he's there. You look at Christian McCaffrey, maybe Derrick Henry.
Nick Chubb?
Oh, yeah, Nick Chubb. No, I'm just going down the line.
You just hate him because he's on the Browns.
No.
Golly.
I was trying to think, do I put Saquon in there? But
No, absolutely not.
So let me get to this here real quick because there's a little bit of breaking news regarding Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They've agreed to a restructured deal where he gets $210 million between 2023, which is now, and 2026. So his compensation goes up for those years. But here's the thing I want to discuss here because there's a problem with their offensive line. They're investing in him money-wise, but they're not investing in him to keep him clean or to keep him protected. Jawan Taylor, he has allowed 1 pressure and 88 pass snaps in 2 games, had 5 penalties on Sunday. 5 penalties on Sunday.
And he cheated all of week 1.
Exactly. And their other tackle has allowed 7 pressures through 2 games and 3 QB hits.
They've tried,
They
David.
gotta fix this.
But they can't get it right. They have tried. Listen, their best offensive lineman might be Creed Humphrey. They used, I think, the first pick of the second round to draft a center. He's awesome. They went out and got Joe Tooney. They've signed tackles, traded for tackle. It's a hard thing to get right.
You know what? Maybe they should just call up Pete Carroll because apparently he knows how to find 2 tackles off the street.
Just go sign 2 cardboard boxes.
Right. Those old 2020 cardboard cutouts. They still work.
They apparently still do work.
Wait, are you telling me Aiden got blocked by cardboard Karsh? Is that what we're... Oh, man.
That is amazing. Cardboard Karsh is a better blocker than Donovan Smith and Jawan Taylor. So let's get into this for a quick minute because it's not looking good in New York. And I don't mean the Giants. I mean the Jets. There are already players going to social media. Sauce Gardner was going at fans because they blamed him for giving up yards and points, which he really didn't. So he has since deleted his Twitter. And then Breece Hall also went on social media referencing how he only had 4 carries, which is something he also mentioned to the media after the game, saying they asked him what the problem was, and he says, well, I only carried the ball 4 times. I think that's a problem.
Let me say this because I know where Mike's going to go with the Jets. He's probably sitting there laughing. The Jets just need to be honest with themselves and the fans and say, guys, we're looking long-term, and this is going to be a bad season. And you say it in the most politically correct way that you can because your expectations of – because everybody thought this was going to be the team. We got Aaron Rodgers. We're going to the playoffs. You're nowhere near playoffs. So get that out of your mind and just know that you're now trying to get one of the Pac-12 QBs in this upcoming draft.
And just for me, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I mean, you said it, Rico. No, I'm not laughing. I mean, it's got to be incredibly frustrating if you're Sauce or Breece or anybody in that locker room. You came in trying to play for a Super Bowl, and 4 plays into the season, it all was dashed. So, look, I've just always said I don't know why players are on social media in the first place, and I'll leave it there.
So you can delete it and let management know when you're mad at them.
Correct.
Yeah, he says he's deleted the tweet, but whatever. Everyone saw it by now. But we'll end it just like this because I need some sanity here for tonight's game. Can you please tell me that my Steelers win this game? Find a way, please. Please.
You want the truth or you want us to lie to you?
I want you to tell me the truth.
I'll tell him the truth. Let me do this. Okay. Nobody likes to have difficult conversations with David. David, here's the truth. It's really hard to win on the road in this league. It's even harder to do it in the division. It's even harder to do it on the road in the division at night. It's a back against the spot wall for a very proud Steelers organization. And if you have any hope of making the playoffs, the 53 men in that locker room are going to suit up tonight and play their A game. You have a big shot tonight. You got a big shot. But I don't know if you're going to win.
It's not going to happen.
I had hope for a minute, and then it's dashed.
I'm giving you the hope. I wouldn't sit here telling you the Browns are some mortal lock. I mean, Amari Cooper may not play tonight. I just worry about Kenny Pickett and no Deontay Johnson against a Browns defense that I've told you all summer. I think they're going to be incredible this year, and Jim Schwartz is a really good defensive coordinator. So, come on, man, have a little faith. But
I'm not a Kenny Pickett fan. I just you tried to sell him, and I was just like, David, I love you, but okay, if you say so. But sure, things and stuff.
And that is in football today.